You ever just sit back and looked around at everything all around you and appreciated it for what it is? This is real life. Come celebrate, sit back and relax, reminisce with the old homies and reflect on the past.
Hey everybody.
Greetings everybody, and everybody out there on YouTube. How's everybody feeling? Lots of movement happening. We are headed towards the next eclipse, which we were just discussing, I can already see the field of this eclipse. It's quite intense. It's a spinner, for sure. So everyone, the way to prepare for this incoming eclipse, let go, let go, let go of everything that's 3D. Cut cords with 3D completely, reattach your cords to 5D energies, because off we go, I feel. And the messages, just read, here's from Lauren today that came out. It is made clear to me that the solar eclipse new moon event we just moved through is simultaneously ending and beginning of an inconceivable proportion, one that we have been working overtime to embody since the last eclipse series in October of 2014. This means that this eclipse season could be our literal breakout point, the point by which we finally and completely break free from all the old ways of being. Those ways that prevented us from owning our authentic nature, kept us from feeling at home in our bodies and in our world. During the many weeks of suspension between worlds, we have had the space and perspective to really observe the smallness of our worn-out 3D selves and lives. Those limitations we honored that kept us tethered so tightly to our humanity that we forgot our divinity. And yes, each of us has been through the perfect amount of extreme unpleasantness in order to get to this place on our path. But now is the time to move beyond it all, to rip off the rest of the Band-Aid in order to truly see and experience the healing that has actually taken place beneath the surface. We know now that we were really never broken or wounded, but that we were only playing very small so that we could slowly activate, assimilate, and embody our very large roles. The Pleiadian High Council and Spiritual Hierarchy tell me that this moment, this very sacred passageway we are in right now, is what it has all been for. We have been prepared, purified beyond all belief, but I don't know why she says that, and via every layer of our being, including the physical, to now walk through the doorway to our ultimate destiny.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm ready to walk through that doorway. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to go there.
I do want to share this part I missed. She says, speaking of which, if you still have things to complete, to wrap up, consider these next 4 weeks the last call to finalize your past before boarding the spaceship to your future. We have been given ample time, space to resolve our 3D life, seemingly endless opportunities to let go of what no longer serves us. But from what I've been gleaning, the window is closing for those ready to receive the new world. Read, this is a final letting go of all human attachment, period. If you have any polarity left to balance out, hop to it, she says. So there we go.
This is a message from the First Contact Ground Crew team in Ken Carey. We are the Bird Tribe. They have called us many names, and our message should be clear to everyone by now. We are love. We stand by love, we are love in action, and we know clearly love is all which exists. We have returned to planet Earth equal heart as the Bird Tribe, the winged ones from heaven. We are here to reheart humanity, that they were all created equally in love, and they have the kingdom of heaven stamped on their butts.
You got that part. And we are here by divine intervention. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are being and living the change we wish to see.
Weren't you born with the heart on your butt?
Yes, I was born. The red heart, right there. I had mine secure.
Stamped. All right.
The Return of the Bird Tribe, notes and excerpts by Ken Carey. I will come to you first with the consciousness of a child, for it is through this that you will learn again. No one who is divided within himself will survive the times ahead. They are times of integration and wholeness.
In times when fear patterns predominate, the laws that humans require are many and complex. But when those patterns are broken up, as is shortly to be, all human laws shall be abolished. In the presence of my spirit, there is but one law, and that law is love. Love all. Love what is. Love yourself as you are, and love me as I express through you. See the unity of life. The law of life is more than a law, it's a way of life. Nice.
It is written that the day will come when men will no longer live on the bread of matter, but on the living word of God. Attune. That day is now. Partake of eternal energy. Do not reason over and trouble your hearts. Find the doorway to this reality in your hearts. My message is one of peace, harmony, and wholeness. I am restoring you to a state of health you have not known since before the projection of the physical vehicle. I am awakening the state of consciousness we once shared as one. Awaken out of your historical slumber and join those who are already working to usher in this new reality. Know each other, not by outward form, but by the love radiated in their presence. Listen to me, O children of earth. Trust no more in fears and the many lies. Your collective creation as a unified awareness center is still to be, but as individuals. The second coming is at hand.
Listen for the whisper in your heart. You will hear this when your thoughts are still. Focus upon this until it fills your being and becomes the motivational energy behind all your actions. If you would participate with me now in the implementation of my will on earth, go and heal. The only condemnation will be of those who do not love the spirit of life, who choose the things of matter and chase after them with evil, ignorant deeds. Come, learn the language of the old, the language of love, the language of light, the language of no misunderstandings. Go gently in these last days of unconsciousness. Listen to those voices among your dreams. Listen to the whisperings in your heart.
I will tell you also from the gentle tribes from which we come, the tribes whom some now call angels, but who in simpler days were known as the bird tribes. Until recently, you were not in a position to understand these things. For so long as you opened your heart to the frequencies of fear, you used your power to give credibility to fear's illusion. We will help you now tune to the frequencies that will heal your planet and draw you to your future in the stars. We are the winged ones of heaven, your reflections of imperfect love, the missing dimension needed for your wholeness.
The ego humans ignored our warnings and departed into worlds of illusion. Their fear stirred up emotional turbulence which cracked like constant static across the frequencies that were intended to connect all of us. Further communication was impossible. Your ancestors were so difficult to reach back then, for when human beings cut off their conscious connection with Great Spirit, they entered the twilight realms.
So I made the choice. I would go to the heart of the warrior stronghold. My challenge was to be in their world, but not of it, for I knew too much, technically, to be in their world at all. I knew it only existed in their imaginations, a creation entirely made of their fears. So I did the only thing I could to truly reach them. I took my spirit and caused it to forget, that I might incarnate among them and grow up as a child in their culture, allowing my incarnate awareness to be tailored to their fiction, molded in a communication device that would speak their language.
In my life and my example, I made the point that human beings do not have to be controlled by their fears, that they could relax and surrender all their fears to the fire that burns eternally in the sacred heart of God, that they could align themselves with eternal love, become one with the Creator, and live their lives in peace. Are you sure you didn't write this? In harmony with each other and with a benevolent universe. When you choose to relax, you break away from the control of fear's conditioning. You break the bonds that have historically enslaved your race. In the expression and restful enjoyment and love, you come to know the energies of the Great Spirit. You are being invited to open your heart and make welcome for the immense creative energies. You are being invited to help direct the powers of eternal love. There are two requirements. The first is that your heart be open, loving, and able to channel the love of God. The second requirement is that you be fully present in the moment of now. Then you are free, immersed in the universal currents of love. The Great Spirit's own consciousness flows into your heart and perceives all through you. This is the gift to the innocent, to see through the eyes of God. Nice.
Human egos know they are unfulfilled. They are looking everywhere for what they lack. You grapple externally in the third dimensional world looking for fulfillment outside of yourself. But it's only the Spirit of God that can bring fulfillment, and the Spirit is experienced not outside of yourself, but within. When you experience God's presence within, you perceive the kingdom of heaven without. The intelligence that the earth loves and craves is present, again, in your own first-hand experience. This is the peace that surpasses all understanding, the inner peace of which your mystics speak of, the peace of mind and heart that all true men and women of God have discovered and known. It comes from remaining true to one's own spiritual nature, and thereby remaining in creative harmony with every other part of the universal whole.
Often the presence of an awakened one puts pressure on the surrounding disharmonies, bringing them to the surface, flushing them out like a cold will flush out toxins a body may need to remove. Eventually, their presence will bring peace, but not at first. Before peace can come into the human world, all unhealthy elements have to depart. In cases where people identify with illusion and fail to make the distinction between themselves and what's being removed by their own choice, they choose to depart during these times along with the illusion they have created. However, you are not your present structures of understanding. You inhabit a multidimensional reality far beyond any structure of thought that could ever be created by your human mind. Know that you are not your thoughts, you are not your ideas, you are not descriptions of the world around you. You are a being of pure consciousness, which has chosen to manifest on the physical plane. You have incarnated to bring out, develop, and enjoy the beauty of the Creator.
For wherever there is just one that does not succumb to the emotional undercurrents of fear that would herd you like sheep into some collective folly, there radiates an influence of peace, stability, healing, and blessing. God will amplify the influence of that one and blend it with the influence of others who are incarnate and doing the same. Through these will pour the peace.
We are here to calm the troubled waters of collective emotional storms, to walk upon them in our understanding, to bring the ways of love to a human world tossing still in the troubled sea of illusion. We bring the torch of peace that comes from trusting God. We bring the torch of wisdom that resolves human differences through commerce, communication, forgiveness, and honesty. Loving our enemies, we have no enemies, nor anything to fear. Our torch lights beckon from above the walls of human turbulence. The consciousness of the Eternal One shines forth from each light we hold. Those who struggle and clutch at wreckage in the turbulence below cannot harm us or our kind. They can only become us in time.
Yeah, brilliant. That end of excerpt from Ken Carey. Everybody in YouTube, we are in the 5D Love Room 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We are removing implants, spiritual surgeries on organs and brains.
Chatting, playing music.
Playing music, yes. Lots of it's synergy.
Yeah.
5D oneness energy. So join us live. The link is down below.
Love you all.
This is real life. Come celebrate, sit back and relax, reminisce with the old homies and reflect on the past. Tips and bottles, have a party and enjoy it while it lasts. Don't you ever think that you're living too fast? Come celebrate, remember lost friends and their childhood dreams that seemed that they would never end. This is life and it's alright, I ride it till the end. Don't you know you're never coming back, my friend? It's a good a day as any other. I see it like I wonder, what's to come day by day? We all sit and ponder. We all remember the laughter make us stronger. The past days are gone, can't hold on any longer. The future's coming, the sun will set and night will conquer. And every minute it goes by, we'll stretch our lives and make us fonder and respect this air that we breathe in. And what you see is worth believing. If you ain't running from demons, there's a meaning. A message is worth receiving. We're all being, just being alive. Once there's no repeating, there's a chance it won't last. I'm saying it's got a feeling. Who you are dictates everlasting what you're facing, breathing. What you got right now, it won't mean shit when you